village and tell them, collect the water in a clean vessel, open vessel, cover it with a thin cloth, put it in the hot sun for 2 hours. No germ survives there. The greatest germ killer is the ultraviolet rays from the sun. Even if you have an air-conditioned bedroom in the 5-star place, open that in the morning and let sun's rays come in so that your bedroom gets sterilized. And for saying that sun rays kills every germ, Phil Nielsen got the Nobel Prize in medicine in 1903. பொய் சொல்லல, நிஜமா சொல்றேன். I'm not bluffing. I'm telling you the truth. Now, clean drinking water. 2, 3 square meals a day uncontaminated with human and or animal excreta. It's very difficult. 3, economic empowerment of village women. Man earns, he drinks, comes home empty-handed. Woman can sleep empty stomach, but she can't see her own children sleeping empty stomach. Not knowing where your next meal comes from is the greatest risk factor for a heart attack and cancer. Did you know that? If you know, they did a survey of offices in England. The managing director never got a heart attack as much as the peon got. The managing director gets a salary. You know, a study recently showed the minute you get a Nobel Prize, walk that Stockholm, you know, you just walk that stage, you live 2 years extra. But a man who doesn't know when his next meal coming from, he will die of a heart attack. So, please empower the women economically. 3rd, 4th, 1 toilet for every house. Lot of things get managed. 1 toilet for every house. 5, see that girls go to school at least up to the 20 years, because fertility between 16 and 20 is 5 times greater than after 25. If a girl in India can get married after 25, population problem automatically decreases. You don't have to cut nothing. Another thing that you can do is to have a roof on top of those poor people for which right now they have only the starlit sky. This is India's need of health care. I saw beautiful pictures of midday meal. I love it. But that doesn't do the job. The child is made in the mother's womb in the first 3 months of pregnancy, which is called the first trimester. This is the time all organs are made, and if the mother doesn't have nutrition, organs are not made properly. So the child will, if ever it survives and comes out, 50% of them die in the uterus. That's called stillbirth. If they come out at all, they are very small children, and they have a very small heart, very thin arteries, very small pancreas, very small liver. That's all right, because they live at least up to 30 years and then become diabetics. You know, this poor fellow, if he survives 30 years, he goes to Dubai, cleans the road, comes back with some money. There he eats a lot of, meat and things like that, which is very cheap. By the time he comes here and goes for a checkup in Justlock Hospital, he's a diabetic. That doesn't matter. But what worries me is, there's a part of the brain called the hippocampus major, which is necessary for memory, creativity, learning, studying, everything. And this is so small in these children whose mothers didn't have nutrition, that these children, even if you give them 150% reservation, cannot pass SSLC. Because they have no creativity at all. I want you to give midday meal for every pregnant woman in Bombay, poor woman in the slums, right from the day she loses her first menstrual period. Please do that. You will get a generation of brilliant children who, even living in the slums, will one day get a Nobel Prize. If you want more details, I have written a detailed article in the Bhavan's Journal about this, and 2 chief ministers picked up the article and called me. One, of course, in one area, I am the chairman of their health department in Bihar, Gujarat. They have implemented this. Every pregnant woman now gets a midday meal, which is more important than giving a midday meal to a child. 950 million people in this world do not have more than 1 meal a day. Did it bother you?